It's time for Lander Valley Basketball. Coming up on the Porter's Tailgate Show live on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM and streaming online on the County 10 YouTube channel. You will hear about today's games, updates from around Fremont County, and catch up with the Lander coaches and athletes. Now, let's send it to the voice of the Tigers. Here's Wyatt Barichka and Riley Bullion.
For the second time consecutively for the boys game, we are kind of at a standstill for the timing, the start of the Lander boys game against the Wyoming Indian Chiefs, as we have overtime action once again. It comes as it enters the final game for us on the day. We're not sure of an update for the Lady Tigers against Burlington. When we find out about that score, we will provide it for you guys. Wyatt Barichka joined alongside Riley Bouillon, Christian Corona on the camera, and Jared Anderson at radio control. Can't thank everybody enough for tuning into this broadcast. However you may be tuning in on radio, KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. Also streaming video on the County 10 YouTube and Facebook pages. And Riley, we got a good one. It's a Fremont County matchup between probably two great teams, Lander Valley and Wyoming Indian.
Definitely a great matchup coming up between the two teams. And it's something that we talked about earlier today with the girls' game, is that, yes, they had to miss one game in Rollins because of weather. So looking forward to this one. I mean, they're ranked 2 now.
Yep, Lander ranks second in the Wild Prep Coach and Media Basketball polls. Wyoming Indian actually drops out of this week's rankings. They were actually about a few spots behind, as we have a 55-55 score with 28.1 seconds to go. This potentially could go to double overtime. And what's not probably jinxed that one is you guys are here for the Lander versus Wyoming Indian matchup. Again, however you may be tuning in, we can't thank you enough. And Riley, you were talking about some cancellations. A lot more cancellations are happening. Actually, we just found out about a couple hours ago, Glen Rock actually could not make it to this tournament. They were actually supposed to be playing in this, so that affects two of the pools, one for the girls' side, one on the boys' side. Let's actually bring up the boys' seeding or pool play here. This is what the Powell one looks like right now. Burlington and Grable playing each other. Powell will play one of those opponents, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It is Burlington in the nightcap. Lander played Thermopolis early this morning. They were able to get the 52-43 victory over the Bobcats, and now the winner of Wyoming Indian versus Lander, since Wyoming Indian defeated Thermopolis, winner will play for a chance to play in a championship game tomorrow evening at 4:30. Taking a look at the Rocky Mountain side of things, this is where things are going to be affected. If you look at Pool D, Rocky Mountain and Whirlwind, obviously you have to play each other, but you're supposed to play your other opponent in Glenbrook, but they cannot make it up here. Again, weather conditions really making an impact on things in this tournament, but also in another tournament which Fremont County was supposed to participate in, DuBois. And so we were providing updates when we can. DuBois actually cannot make it to the Little Six tournament that was supposed to take place at Midwest. It actually got changed and moved to Casper, Wyoming, where Avarda Claremont and, if I'm not mistaken, Hannah Elk Mountain were able to attend. So just, Riley, weather is just not helping out for a lot of sports.
The weather's not helping out with a lot of sports other than Nordic skiing.
Yes, Nordic skiing.
We've also been told that Nordic skiing has had some troubles if it does snow too much, which I didn't know that was a thing. But
yeah, they are not. Sometimes they're able to practice at the Beaver Creek Nordic Trails. Sometimes they have to go to the golf course. Sometimes there's another place. I'm not 100% sure. I was talking with the Nordic skiing team on Wednesday about all of this. Just weather playing a factor for a lot of things. Indoor track that Lander has now introduced here in their schools, as they kind of have to be limited. They were practicing on the turf, not on the track. Obviously, because snow covers the track, turf is probably a better surface to run on at the moment here. 22.5 to go. It's a 56-55 lead for Burlington. Grable is looking for a chance to win the game. They only need a two-pointer to win it all here. This is a pretty good crowd for both teams here. This is pretty close, actually, to Powell, Wyoming. So more fans can attend. 5 seconds to go. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Floater. No. Ouch. One of the players takes a hard hit on the ground. Hopefully he's okay, as that will conclude this game. It's 56-55. Both teams will have an opportunity for Wyoming Indian and Lander to warm up. And good news for number 12. He cuts up and he's okay. And so we are going to step aside for a timeout. We're going to give you guys a preview of this matchup coming up here. It's Tiger Basketball on County 10. We're back in 60 seconds.
Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery is proud to be a supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Brown Sugar is a locally owned and operated restaurant located in downtown Riverton. Their passion is coffee and locally sourced foods. Be sure to stop in for dinner service and look for a new menu coming soon. Brown Sugar Coffee Roastery. See them online at brownsugarcoffeeroastery.com or stop in at 203 East Main Street, Riverton.
I'm John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Keeping you connected with Tiger Basketball. We are the County 10 Sports Network.
Taking a look at the Lander versus Wyoming Indian, it's, according to Max Preps, 13-6 all time since they started keeping the stats. I have to check and make sure when that actually started, as Lander has won the last 4 matchups between Wyoming Indian and the Chiefs, as last year, it was almost a year ago to this day, Lander would win 68-60, and actually I'll have to double check that. I might have gotten some of that information. Okay, I'll double check on that, but I believe that is correct there. But these two teams, Riley, both of them have aspirations. You know, always you have aspirations, but it's a good matchup for Fremont County.
Definitely a good matchup between the two. Now, I haven't seen Wyoming Indian play yet. We will see that here in a couple minutes. I mean, we did walk in on one of their games earlier this afternoon, but it's going to be an interesting matchup between the two. Obviously, Wyoming Indian played earlier today. Lander also played earlier today. Lander coming off with the win. Wyoming Indian also coming off with the win. So you got two teams here coming off of wins, hoping to get their second win of this tournament.
Yeah, just kind of looking here. So let me rephrase that. Lander is 4-1 with these matchups. It dates back to 2005, and last time they played, according to Max Preps, was actually 2015. So I actually had the Rollins information. So glad I checked myself there. Lander won 78-75, and Riley, I actually got to watch one of their games of Wyoming Indian, and they put up 91 points against St. Stephen's, which put up 84. So Wyoming Indian can't score the bucket. Lander also, key note here, they are out without one of their starters, Casey McClung. He is out due to an injury, and hopefully he is okay. He is able to recover before the end of the season, since he's one of the seniors on the team as well. As we're going to step aside for a 30-second timeout. When we come back, we will have Tiger Weekend, as we talked with Lander Nordic Skiing, Lander Swimming, and Lander Indoor Track. This is County 10 Basketball.
Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care support Fremont County athletics. We are a locally owned, multi-specialty healthcare group that is proud to serve the Lander and Riverton communities. Our goal is to provide convenient quality care for all ages. We offer a wide array of services including family and internal medicine, pediatrics, women's care, and urgent care. Additionally, we have on-site labs, echocardiograms, stress tests, x-ray, and ultrasound in both communities. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are here for you in Fremont County. Let's stay healthy together.
We'll start your Tiger Weekend in Nordic Skiing, as Lander will be hosting their lone meet of the season. While it's a meet for the high school teams, head coach of Lander Valley's Nordic Skiing team, Norris Sensa, says it's also a qualifier for an event later on in the year.
Well, it's kind of a different race because it's also a qualifier for junior nationals for kids who are trying to qualify for that. So it's sort of a split race. There'll be the qualifier first, and then the rest of the high school skiers will ski the same course, be exactly the same, and then we'll combine the times for high school scoring. So it's a 5K skate on Friday and a 5K classic ski on Saturday.
Senior Otis Beeson reflects on the season so far with the team.
It's definitely been a better season. It's similar to my freshman year. We have plenty of snow, good snow. Sometimes there's even too much. We can't go up to our racing facilities in Beaver Creek, but the golf course is open, so we're getting plenty of hours, plenty of miles, and nothing too much to complain with. The grooming's good, wax is very good.
Jayla Babbitt's a senior from Lander Valley High School, thinks the team can compete this season while also setting high goals for herself.
Definitely, I want to try to get top 10 both races at state. And we've been saying this every year, but I think we're actually really close to beating Jackson this year. So I am very much hoping that we can win state this year.
Races began today at noon. However, if you want to go watch the second day, they begin at 11 a.m. The races are held at the Beaver Creek Nordic Trails. A new team is in Lander Valley High School in the indoor track team. While it was a process to make it official and get to this point, head coach Bangos talks about the support the school gave to allow this opportunity.
Wasn't particularly well organized or structured in terms of workouts every day, obviously we had no real funding. A little bit in recent years from the school district. Last 3 or 4 years we've gotten hooked up with Riverton, and really thankful to Riverton and Coach Goff over there for including us. We traveled with them, competed as Wolverines, which was a little bit of a mixed bag. It was great to be able to go and compete in the Wyoming meets, which we couldn't do before, but our kids wanted to wear the green, and now they're able to do that.
After years of wearing the Cardinal red and black, Matisse Weaver likes representing the green and black.
It's really nice. We don't have to travel over to Riverton for a few practices a week, and we're essentially doing the same thing, so it's just kind of nice to have it here in the hometown and especially wear the green and white.
Samantha Capitan, a thrower for Lander Valley, talks about the difference between indoor and outdoor.
Outdoor, of course there's the two different throws, but I think outdoor shot is definitely going to be a different experience. I didn't get to do indoor shot last year. It was just a sprinting team, and that was fun, but I think the big difference is just the indoor and that atmosphere.
With competing, as we're going to have to cut that unfortunately because we want to make sure we get the Stu Mullins interview here. If you are able to listen to the Lander Valley Weekend, you could also check it on the girls stream that happened earlier today. So with that, we'll get right into Stu Mullins' interview. Back here on the County 10 Sports Network, here with head coach of the Lander Tigers, Stu Mullins. And coach, it's been almost a month, but let's go back to that Douglas game. It's the number 1 ranked team. You guys didn't even receive a vote that week to be in the top 5. Just how was that game just such a big momentum builder kind of moving forward with the year, and now you had a month to reflect on that?
Yeah, well, in the moment, and you're never going to downplay a win. But, I think any team will say it, but especially for us, we could have played a lot better in that game. We had 22 turnovers to their 7. They had 17 offensive rebounds to our 7. And our saving grace is we missed 1 shot in the fourth quarter, and they missed a lot. So sometimes it comes down to that, it's just making more shots than the other team. And if we play that team again, I'm sure they'll be a little bit more ready for our zone. And but I was so proud of our kids, for gutting out a win like that on the road and third game of the day or of the weekend. And it was a great momentum builder going into a really long break.
As a coach, different coaches have different philosophies when teams are recognized. They're kind of starting to make noise, and the latest rankings, last few, have put you guys in that top 5 now. You're number 3. Didn't have a chance to kind of prove that number 3, but people were swayed enough to put you guys at number 2. As a coach, how do you handle something like that? Because obviously there's a lot of people paying attention to that with rankings and stuff like that, and maybe your players too, because maybe that's what they look and say they're the top dogs, and next thing you know, you don't show that number 2 ranking team.
Yeah, well, you're exactly right. To go into that Douglas weekend unranked, no votes, and then end up where we did, one big win against a team that has shown that they might be the best team in the state. Beating Cheyenne East and Central on their home floors was very impressive. And so, I'm proud of our guys. I mean, it's something that we don't mention at all. It's one of those things that we're kind of used to it. Last year, maybe a little bit of an anomaly, but before that, it's what's in front of you. And so we're going to have an opportunity here real quick, to figure out if maybe that was an anomaly or, if we're for real. And, it's probably somewhere in the middle for sure. So it really doesn't play a factor into what, but it's interesting to watch the scores, over the last couple of weeks, and I can say that if we continue to get better, we're probably right there with some of the best teams.
Yeah, you kind of show that this week when you guys go to Powell and Cali for the Bighorn Classic tournament. You're going to play some teams who are going to want to try to take you down. Wyoming Indian just being one of them, just because of their basketball history. And then you got those teams who are not going to just say you're the number 2. We'll have to bow down. You guys have to play and show that ranking. So, what are you going to try to accomplish this weekend? We're also going to unfortunately have to cut that interview as well, as we got the starting lineup brought to you by Palace Pharmacy. It's locally owned and locally loved in Lander, as that is your Palace Pharmacy starting lineup. Let's start with the Chiefs from Wyoming Indian, Riley.
We've got a senior number 0, Gerald Tillman. A senior number 1, Isaiah Burnett. A freshman number 31, Cordell Spoonhunter. A senior number 24, Brandon Coffey. And a junior number 33, Tyson Sounding Sides.
Yep, those are your Wyoming Indian Chiefs starting lineup. And for the team that's going to be designated as the home team in this one, as we'll start, was a junior who's actually going to be starting for the first time this season, taking place with, unfortunately, the injury of Casey McClung. That will be Parker Sixby. The senior wearing number 10 for the Tigers will be Braden Lincoln. Number 15 is one of the games that the Douglas Classic put up a big game, putting up a ton of points. That's Bennett Washburn. A senior wearing number 23, Brandon Stauffenberg. And number 24, the senior Abe Lopez for the Tigers, as the Tigers are going to be in their home white with the green numbers, green stripes, green lettering. The Chiefs in their black uniforms with the red, white, and blue stripe logo on the shorts and the blue numbering here, as we will get set to tip off. It'll be Brennan Stauffenberg and it will be Isaiah Burnett for the Chiefs in this one, as winner will be the number 1 team in this Pool A play. We'll talk about more later, as that's a high jump ball controlled by the Chiefs, and we are underway here in Powell, Wyoming. As again, we're not able to catch the Tigers versus Bobcats game. The Tigers come out with a 52-43 victory here, as Coffey will drive in, kick out here to Tillman. Tillman will pass it out to Spoonhunter. He'll launch a 3. That's no good. It's going to be rebounded there by Spoonhunter, actually, as there was a shot there by Coffey. He'll make the 3.
Quick 3-pointer here to get things going in this ball game.
Then Washburn almost just runs away with it. Lopez kick out to Sixby. He'll take a 3. This one's good. First shot of the day, and Parker Sixby, who is a new starter for the Tigers, has taken the 3 as he falls to the ground. He gets up just in time, though. Coffey, pass inside. Give it off here to Sounding Sides. Spoonhunter almost traveled there. Going to get called for the travel. And it'll be Tiger basketball tied at 3 apiece. Yes, Chiefs showing some pressure. They're kind of running a 1-2-2, it looks like, on their side. Lopez going to try to drive in, kick out to Lincoln. He'll pump fake, drive in, stop, pop up. Shot is no good. And it's going to be rebounded there by Sounding Sides, excuse me. That one is up and good for the Chiefs, as they are up in this one. That shot comes from Tillman, and he'll get a 2. It's 5-3 in favor of Wyoming Indian. Lincoln just threw a fastball off of Burnett. Chiefs come up with the basketball, however. Here comes Tillman. He'll try to drive in for 2. He does, and he's already on the board for 4.
Tillman with a nice little Euro step down low.
Yep, Lopez crosses half court. We'll try to drive in. He'll scoop and score that one as well. Chiefs turn it over. It's going to be 6B with the basketball. 5:57 to go in the first quarter here. 6B tries a nice pass to Lincoln. Dish is good. We got a replay on that one. We do. Nice job there from 6B to pass to the wide open inside pass to Lincoln. He'll put it up and in. It's now 8-7 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Spoon Hunter pass inside to Burnett. Burnett gonna kick out to Tillman. Tillman gonna launch a three, back iron, and that's no good. And they're just gonna say it went over the backboard, and it'll be a turnover. As scoreboard actually went down, it should be 8-7 if I'm not mistaken. As Lopez drive in, he'll try to go for the layup. That's no good. And we both have 7-7. I believe that is actually the correct score, as the scoreboard does get it right. A blocking foul is called. That's going to go against Stauffenberg. And Stauffenberg with the foul. Again, make sure you can check out some of these highlights that we share throughout the night on the County 10 Sports Twitter at County 10 Sports. Glad to bring you guys coverage of both Wyoming Indian and Lander Valley basketball. Ran into the line. He's going to make his first one. That's up and good. He's got 4 now after knocking a 3 on his first shot of the game. Second shot going to be up, and that is good. So Chiefs up by 9-7 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Stauffenberg give it to Lopez. Lopez going to pass it to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg going to try to drive in. He does. He's going to fall to the ground, and he'll get 2 opportunities at the free throw line.
Good ball awareness there by Stauffenberg to realize that he could just make his own lane, draw the foul, and be sent to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Stauffenberg going to go to the free throw line, try to tie this thing up at 9 apiece with 5:03 to go in quarter number 1. As we have a pause on things, I guess they're going to try to check the scorebook. And it looks like they're about to find out what is happening here as another official comes. Yeah, not sure exactly what is going on the scores table. But yeah, I have no idea what they're saying. It looks like it's
could be another thing with the jersey numbers, like we saw earlier today with the girls' game that we did.
Yeah, now they go to the home team scorebook, Wyoming Indian scorebook. They're looking on things. I did notice that the number, Cordell Spoonhunter usually wears 13 according to the roster that I got. And now he's wearing number 31, but it said 31 in the scorebook. So I'm not sure what could exactly be. So we're finding things out, and well, we're still going to have 2 free throws. Either way, so the foul occurred on the shot. At 1 apiece. Stauffenberg will put up the first one. That's good. As we have no indication what exactly happened on that. As we'll see a couple substitutions come in for the Chiefs.
Ryan Martell and Alan Redmond.
Stauffenberg to try to tie things up. Hits back iron, no good. It's going to be rebounded by the Chiefs. That was Spoonhunter on the rebound. As Coffey, guarded by Lopez. Trying to make something happen. We'll give it off here to Tillman. Tillman will pass it off here to Martell. Martell drive in, falls to the ground, does get the pass though. And Tillman will back up, reset the offense. Washburn comes up with the steal as he can give it off to 6B. 6B going to try to make something happen. Was looking for the pass for Washburn on the cut. Lincoln, bounce pass to 6B. He'll launch the 3. That 3 is good. 6B knocks down 2 threes taking a look at the replay there if you're watching it live on the stream. Nice pass there by Lincoln. Lander comes up with the steal. 6B will give it to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg will put it up and in game one.
There's your typical Stauffenberg playing bully ball down low, getting all the and 1 points he wants.
Yeah, he's already at 3. He can make it 4 here in just a moment. Wyoming Indian led by Craig Ferris. His 18th season for the Chiefs. He's won 6 state titles with Wyoming Indian. As Coffey will launch a 3. This one in and out, no good. Rebound by Redman. He'll give it to Spoonhunter, who'll put it up and good. And Spoonhunter is on the board for the first time today with 2 points. Lincoln passes 6B, fakes the pass to Washburn, then gives it to him. That's a nice play by 6B to fake the pass and then actually give it to him, as 6B's got a couple assists. Shot there from Wyoming Indian, no good. So Washburn's got 1 to beat. He loses the basketball. It's going to be poked out, and they're going to say it's Lander basketball as the pace starts to pick up here between both teams.
Jaquin Jones checks into the ball game for the first time for the Chiefs.
3:26 and counting. Washburn will try to put it up, can't get it, gets his own rebound. Put back, that's also not good. Washburn almost gets called for the foul on the play. Luckily, he gets out of it before things got worse. Spoonhunter drives in, push there on Stauffenberg, and he'll get it in and good. Probably could have got an offensive foul right there. They don't do it, though. 6B. Give it to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg going to try to drive in, pump fake, and that one, they're going to say that one's a charge. And Stauffenberg is pleading his case. If one side can do it, why can't I? And, you know, again, like I say, we're not the officials. We're not down there, so we are appreciative of the officials on the work they do. That's just a weird call if you don't do it on one side and do it for the other, but that shot does not count now. It's still 15-13, the Tigers lead. 2:52 to go. This is for the number 1 seed to play at 12:30 tomorrow against the Pool B winner. Coffey backs up, give it off here to Spoonhunter. He'll pass that off to Martell. Martell now down to Redmond. As the Chiefs just finding a shot. That's what they're doing right now. Find the shot, works best for them. Spoonhunter, he thinks he found the shot. He does. That's good for 3. Spoonhunter with 7 on the game. Spoonhunter just one of the freshman starters for the Chiefs. Wheeling for 3, that's no good. Bartoni with the rebound, that's no good. And Lander with a couple missed opportunities. Coffey will try to put it up for a floater, that's no good. Rebounded as basketball moves around. Spoonhunter corrals it, will give it off here to Martell. As the Chiefs are just moving the basketball around right now as they lead 16-15. Coffey, 3, no, over the back of the bucket, and it's going to be a turnover.
Bennett Washburn's going to check back into the ball game.
Still 16-15 lead here on the scoreboard in quarter number 1. Lopez, left side, give it off here to Lincoln. Drive in, kick out to Bartoni. Bartoni going to drive in, kick out to Lopez. He's got a 3. He'll take the 3. He'll make the 3. Check that replay out as he just does a step back. We're getting a little pace here. We're going to get a blocking foul called. I think you're going to get Bartoni on the blocking foul. That replay again as there's a foul occurred. Bartoni picks up his first, team's 3rd. And Wyoming Indians sitting at 2 fouls themselves. So they're down by a bucket. Jones, give it off here. Jones has got it. He'll swing the basketball around. Spoonhunter will pump fake, launch that one. That's not good. There's a lot of new names that just came in. Sounding sides for Wyoming Indian. As he'll launch that one is Jones. That's going to be a foul offensively for Wyoming Indian.
That foul is going to go on sounding sides.
As Wyoming Indian must have had just a massive substitution. I just didn't notice, but we are good now. And we are back at it. Again, if you hear some whistles, that doesn't occur on the court. It's on the other side of this gymnasium as the JV games are going on here. Lopez fake pass it to Bartoni, now gives it off to him. Bartoni going to try to play bully ball in the post. Lincoln comes up with it. Cross court, that pass to Washburn. Washburn now back out to Wheelan. 40 seconds to go in quarter number one. We have ourselves high scoring affair. Lopez into Bartoni. Bartoni will launch it up. That's no good. It's going to be rebounded there by Martell. Coffee underneath and good. And then Tigers almost losing the basketball. Washburn pass off here to Lincoln. Lincoln pump fakes, goes baseline. Kick out to Wheelan. Wheelan's got a three. Wheelan, no. Bartoni with the putback, though, is good. Caleb Bartoni with the putback. After the missed three attempt there, Coffee shot. That's going to be no good, even if as it goes off, and that will end quarter number one. The Tigers lead things 2018. We'll step aside. We'll be back after this timeout.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Hey Tiger fans, this is senior Brendan Stauffenberg, and you're listening to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10.
Tigers lead this one to start quarter number two. It's 20-18. Winner of this game will play at 12:30 for a chance to play at 4:30 tomorrow. We'll give you guys a schedule of what that might look like depending on results here. Lopez drives in, and that's going to be a late call. Lopez will go to the free throw line and shoot two. They're going to get Jones on the foul. As early in this one, 4 lead changes, 3 ties between these two teams. Lopez will put up the first free throw, misses it. And we'll have one more free throw to go, make this a 3-point game. Lopez will shoot that, that's no good, and Lopez goes 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Chiefs pushing the pace here. Tillman's going to get fouled. I believe you're going to get Lopez on the foul on this one. Just slow things down.
They will get Lopez on the foul for that one.
That's his first. It's the team's 4th. Both teams sitting at 4 fouls apiece. No timeouts taken yet. All as you can see on your Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Coffee, launch a 3. This one, that was online, just no good. Lincoln comes up with the rebound, however. As Wheelan pass inside to Bartoni. Bartoni will put it up, and he'll get 2 free throws.
Good ball movement there by Lopez to see that he's not even past the half-court line. Throws it down court to Wheelan, and Wheelan tries to throw it inside to Bartoni.
You're going to get Jones for his 2nd foul. Free throw no good. As he'll check out. Spoonhunter checks back in for the Chiefs. As again, no update from the Lander-Burlington girls game that happened earlier today at 3 o'clock. We'll try to provide an update as soon as we can. Coffee will give it back out to Redmond. Redmond back to Coffee, swinging out to Tillman. As Tillman will bring it up to the top of the key. Spoonhunter. Pass out to Coffee. We'll pass it right back to Spoonhunter. He'll have a 3. That's no good, as Redmond will make the save. Nice job there by Redmond to make the save on that play. As almost stolen by Wheelan. He can't get it. Floater's no good. Lincoln will try to come up with the basketball. We have a 5-4. Spoonhunter will try to float it. That's no good. Bartoni comes up with the rebound.
Bartoni almost threw that one away. Whelan comes up on top of it, and they're going to get Coffee for a foul.
And Coffee doesn't like the call on that one, as he's already got 7 in this game, hasn't scored any in the quarter. It is his first foul, though. Whelan gets the inbound. Going to take it to the other side. Lopez drives in and foul, and they're going to say no, it's on the ground. So Lopez, no opportunity for and one. And excuse me, no, it's bonus, sorry.
They're going to give that foul to Sounding Sides. That's his 3rd personal, 7th team foul. As we're going to see a check-in. Isaiah Burnett will check into the ball game.
Lopez going to go to the free throw line. He's already 0 for 2 on the day. We'll put that first shot up, and that's no good. So the 1-and-1, not opportunistic for the Tigers. Still 20-18 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. No made buckets yet after a high-scoring first quarter. As Tillman with the floater, that's no good. Lopez comes up with the rebound. As Lopez pushing the pace, gives it to Whelan. That's a nice pass from Lopez to Whelan as we check that the replay. That was a nice play there on both ends. Lopez shot no good. Rebound there by Lincoln. Whelan going to try taking himself. Almost loses it. He'll put up a floater. That's no good. Rebound goes to Redmond. And now the Tigers pushing things up. Spoonhunter for 3. That's no good. Coming up with the rebound, though, is Burnett. We'll give it back out to Coffee. And we're going to have a call on the Tigers, as Coffee was trying to sell it just a little bit on that play.
Foul's going to go on Lincoln. That's his first personal, 5th team foul for the Tigers.
Ferris is going to substitute into the ball game for Wyoming Indian. Lane Ferris, the freshman wearing number 10 for the Chiefs. So quite a few freshmen on this team getting some minutes in. Ferris just makes an immediate impact on a 3-point shot, and the Tigers still lead by 1. Lincoln can't corral it, and now it's back to the Chiefs. Saw that replay of the 3-point shot. 5:22 to go. Substitutions come in. 6B is back into the ball game. We're going to see Spoonhunter check out. Checking in is Arena Brown. Hopefully, I apologize for the mispronunciation. Also, freshman Riley, just kind of looking at this roster, you got 2 freshmen on the roster who are getting minutes early in this ball game. As Coffee will pass out, give it to Ferris. Launches a 3 from the top of the arc. That's no good. Lopez will come up with the rebound. As Lopez loses the basketball, and it will be a turnover. It will be Chiefs basketball. Lopez slow to get up, but does come back on his feet. Stauffenberg will check in. He'll get Lopez a breather. And Tigers showing some full court pressure.
Something we haven't seen from them yet in this game is that full court pressure of the 2-2-1.
Yeah, not as much. Coffee going to drive in. That's no good. Stauffenberg comes up with the rebound. And the Tigers trying to push things up a little bit here. 6B drive in. He'll try to take the shot. That's not going to go in. 6B trying to rush down the court. You got to love the effort from these Tigers. A lot of the time, you miss a shot, you just make it up, as that's a way to make it up. 6B gives it to Bartoni as he'll take the shot. He'll be fouled, and we'll see 2 shots come. Also try to see that replay there, as that was a nice pass there from 6B. Bartoni trying to make a move, and they could have gone either way there. Trying to say he had his was sailing in the cylinder. I get that's the way you say it. Man, I was fumbling my words for a minute. Bartoni makes his first. He's 1 of 1 right now. Tigers lead 23-21. Heading on this free throw. Second free throw from Bartoni, sinks it in, and we're up to a 24-21 lead for Lander. In quarter number 2, Ferris give it off here to Brown, as Brown will push it up to the court to Burnett, 3 connects. That shot is made by Tillman. And he makes his third bucket of the ball game. He's got 7 as well. Stauffenberg, 6B, 3, and he responds back. 6B with 9. He's got 3 threes in the ball game. Ferris saves it on that play as it almost went out of bounds. Looking for the trap there was the Tigers. Can't get it though. Coffee pass inside to Brown, and then you got Whelan on the foul. All set, and Brown to the free throw line for a chance of 2. 2 free throws coming up here. Cut this to a 27-26 ball game.
Hey Lander, thanks for tuning in tonight to support LVHS Sports. Our broadcasts are made possible by great sponsors like Gamble's at 420 Main, right in the middle of town. Shane at Gamble's has truckloads of furniture waiting just for you, and delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store.
That does include Riverton. For folks in the Riverton area. 3:49 after this shot. Brown connects on his second, goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe, and it's 27-25. Wheeling to Stauffenberg on the near side, matched up there. By Burnett. 6B now. Chiefs just kind of switching things up when I'm noticing that too. Wheeling to Washburn. He'll try to drive in for a 2-point shot. That's no good. That almost just went in off just the deflection of 6B. And they're going to say it's Lander basketball.
6B really sold that ball going off the foot of the Wyoming Indian player.
I was going to say, that looked like it was 6B all the way, but...
He sold it and he got it. It's still Tiger basketball down low. As we see a sub, Anito Black, a freshman, will check in for the first time.
Yeah, first time in this ball game. That was kind of a last-minute thing. Hey, Coach Stu Mullins told me Stauffenberg will put it up and good for a 2-point shot. Yeah, Stu Mullins told me got one more player to add to your roster tonight, and we do add it in Anito Black, number 11 for the Tigers. That goes out of bounds, but that can't corral the basketball, and it will be Lander basketball with 3:04 to go and a 4-point lead. Washburn, give it off here to Black. He'll try to drive in, baseline, kick out to 6B. 6B gonna launch a 3. Has a good shot. That would have been his 4th 3 if he made that. Tillman comes up with the rebound. He'll try to throw it up. That's in good. Tillman with 9 for the Chiefs, and it cuts the lead down to 2. Stauffenberg to Washburn. Give it off here to Black. Stauffenberg, drive in, spin, nice spin move. As Black can't corral it, Tillman comes up with it. He'll give a nice pass off there to Burnett. Burnett will go to the far side. Tillman, pass off here to Spoonhunter, inside to Brown. And it's going to be stolen there by the Tigers. As can Black get his points? And no, he can't. They're going to say...
They're going to call that goaltending.
Yeah, I think I was making sure that was the right call. As Bartoni almost could have just flushed that down on the putback. That was a missed opportunity for both players on that one. Approach 2 minutes to go. This game, a fast-pacing game, and we got a travel call.
As we see Abe Lopez check back into the ball game for the Tigers, replacing Parker 6B.
Yeah, 6B having himself a game so far in this one, and that doesn't include just the 3 threes he's made. That has included all offensive stuff, passing, everything. Stauffenberg almost had that stolen. Kick out to Black. Black for the 3. That's no good. And it will be ending up with Burnett. Tillman drive in. Kick out to Redmond. Redmond for 3. That's no good. Black comes up with the rebound. And we're going to have a out of bounds. It will remain with the Tigers. Both teams scoring 9 in this quarter. The only difference is that in the first quarter, Lander scored 2 points more. That's where we sit. 29-27. 90 seconds to go. Black drive in, bounce pass to Lopez, matched there by Coffee. Lopez goes behind the back and he's trying to make his acrobatic layup. Can't get it to go in, however. And it's back in. And it's going to be blocked there. Bartoni behind the back to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg will put up the layup and good. What a sequence there. Let's take a look at that replay right there. And yeah, that was just way quick. Bartoni comes up with it, goes behind the back, and gives it to Stauffenberg for the shot. Wyoming Indy can't convert on the three. 50 seconds to go. Bartoni, as he'll put it up and in good. Tigers are just pushing the pace here, putting pressure on Wyoming Indy, I've noticed so far. Spoonhunter kick out to Tillman. Tillman gonna try to drive in, stop. Puts up a shot, that's no good. Rebound comes up for Spoonhunter. As Chiefs will not be able to convert it. Lopez goes behind the back, and then you're gonna get a call. And that's gonna go to the bonus.
I believe that foul's going to be on Tillman. Yep, they called that on Tillman for a block.
That's going to be his first.
9th team foul.
Next one puts Lander in double bonus from here on out. Only 24 seconds, though, so I don't know how much that's going to be affected. But Tigers lead by 6. Lopez, first free throw is good. And Lopez converting on 1 of 4 so far. Tigers shooting 4 for 8. At a 50% rate. Lopez second shot converts and is good. And now 24 seconds to go. Wyoming Indian can hold for the final shot if they want. We'll see what the Chiefs do here as Coffey has the basketball on the near side. Give it off here. Tillman, and they're going to say he traveled. Before this game, they played the game before the Burlington-Grable game. Lander played the first game of the tournament so far. That was at 12 o'clock, so you got to wonder too how rest plays into the factor. Is again, Douglas played the game before their last game in the upset win for the Tigers, and right now Lander's got the more rest so far. Lopez drive in, it was going to look for Black, and then they're going to say a jump ball, so that should favor Wyoming Indian. It does. Just confirming that, and see the arrow, it does. As Coffey will get it, he'll launch a shot with less than a second to go. That's no good. And at halftime, it's 35-27. The Chiefs lead this matchup as we'll step aside for a full timeout. We're going to be back after this. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's pregame show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Fremont Toyota of Lander is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes all across Fremont County. When you're looking for a vehicle, whether it's new or used, Fremont Toyota has got you covered with the best inventory across the state of Wyoming. Experience the Fremont Toyota difference. From service to the sale, let the professional staff take care of you and drive off happy knowing you made the right choice. Stop into 103 Fremont Way on the Wild West end of Lander and get your vehicle picked out today.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Abraham Lopez, and you're listening to Lander Valley Basketball on County 10.
Probably one of the quickest halves, at least in my short time here calling Lander basketball, and definitely Riley's for sure, as that was a 34-minute half just now as the game started at 6. Quick game so far, Riley.
I've called one game like this, but it was not that quick. It was 40-ish minutes, and that was a CWC game. So
yeah, but this game so far has gone back-to-back so far. Lander was stretching things out late in that second quarter. Taking a look at things, 20 points scored in the first quarter for the Tigers. The Chiefs put up 18, as right now their point leader is led by Parker Sixby with 9. You got also Brendan Stauffenberg with 7. Lopez has also put up 7 points as well. Bartoni with 6. For the Chiefs right now, you got a pair with 7 points, but Jarrell Tillman leads the way with 9 points and 2 rebounds unofficially. Again, all stats that we announced right now are unofficial stats. As also Spoon Hunter right now has 7. You also got Brandon Coffey with 7 as well, and also Ferris with 3. He knocked a 3 immediately in the game, which was really quick. I mean, probably like 5 seconds into his playing time, and he's already up on the scoreboard in this one, as Tigers right now lead 35-27 in a game in which the winner will play at 12:30 tomorrow. Again, we still haven't heard word from the Lander-Burlington game in that one, but if that is the case, depending on the winner, if Lander lost, they will play at 2. If they won, they would also play at 12:30 tomorrow, and we are going to make sure we get the right information to you. And speaking of information, coming up, Lander Valley Weekend, Riley Bouillon will bring it to you. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10.
The Lander community supports the Lander Valley High School Tigers, and Altitude Interiors on Main Street is no exception. Altitude Interiors is Lander's expert in flooring, window coverings, cabinets, and more. The inside of your home is like a team jersey. Every so often, you just need a redesign. The team at Altitude has the best playbook in town and can help you with your projects from start to finish and make sure you get the look and feel of your dreams. Altitude Interiors supports Tiger football, and they're here for you too at 333 Main in Lander.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it is for a one-time use or event. That is why they offer tools, equipment, and party supply rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Centers, 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Hey Tiger Nation, this is Braden Lincoln on behalf of Lander Valley Athletics and Tiger Basketball. I want to thank you all for supporting us on this season. Go Tigers.
35-27 your score here in Powell, Wyoming for the Bighorn Classic. Winner plays at 12:30 tomorrow against the winner of Pool B. We'll probably find that out after the game after this one, which Powell, you're the home team, you should get the nightcapper. That's what they get to do, and so we'll find out how things roll after that. Is a lot of things happening for Fremont County. Riley, what's all happening?
For Nordic Skiing, Lander has the Lander Invite at Beaver Creek Trails. That race was today at 11. I will get some results on that. It is also happening tomorrow. Yep. Is it at 11 as well?
11 a.m. tomorrow at the Beaver Creek Nordic Trails. Again, that's the lone meet for Lander this season. So if you want to make sure you support Lander Nordic Skiing, that's a great way to do it.
Looking at swimming, today there was the Lander Duels, which actually is a Lander Triangular, as Jackson, Lander, and Rollins were all there. Warland also had a triangular with Cody, Riverton, and of course Warland. Saturday, there's going to be the Warland Invitational, Buffalo, Cody, Lander, Riverton, Powell, Rollins, and of course the host, Warland.
I want to mention Lander actually is not going to be competing in that event tomorrow, so just kind of a heads up on that, just in case anybody was curious. And I know Lander Swimming has been helping me out, so I appreciate the folks and head coach Shauna Morgan for providing updates.
Looking at wrestling, there is the Cowboy invite from Miles City. Lander will be at that one. The Dawn Runner at Wind River Shoshone, Wind River, and Wyoming Indian will all participate in that. Is Du Bois participating in that one?
Du Bois is also participating in the Dawn Runner Memorial.
And then there's the Thoman invite. Riverton will be there for that one as well. Looking at indoor track, Riverton and Lander will be at the Natrona invite.
Yeah, and then also some things basketball-wise. Du Bois cannot compete at the Little Six tournament. Shoshone to Casper is actually closed. So unfortunately, the Little Six tournament kind of having its little bit of chaos, as the Wild Preps Twitter said best. So we're going to step aside one more final time. We'll give you guys some basketball updates throughout the broadcast. This is Tiger Basketball on County 10. Second half coming up.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Hey Tiger Nation, this is Casey McClung on behalf of Lander Valley Athletics and Tiger Basketball. I want to thank you all for supporting us this season, and go Tigers!
Your scoreboard tonight is brought to you by the Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. We are proud to provide experienced clinicals to support our athletes and their families. We wish all Fremont County teams the best of luck this season.
A big thanks to Leonard Medical Clinic and Western Family Care for sponsoring this broadcast. The staff at their clinics in Leonard and Riverton want to remind you not to ignore those annual wellness visits. Make your appointment at Leonard Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. Let's stay healthy together. Riley, let's get those graphics up just real quick. Just kind of reminding everybody what the pool play is looking like. Lander versus Wyoming Indian, that's the final one in Pool B. Winner of that plays at 12:30. Powell will have their nightcap, and if I'm not mistaken, that is against Burlington. So Burlington will play Powell in a opportunity for, if I'm not mistaken, that's also for the first place spot because Burlington came up with the victory in that one. Let's take a look at Rocky Mountain. Again, Glen Rock was not able to make it. Shoshone to Casper is closed. That would probably have been the way they make it actually to Rocky Mountain.